Hey guys, if you like the Dirt Block, consider becoming a member at humanechoes.com. Members get exclusive access to the awesome bonus podcast. A whole hour of comedy and wacky insight with Al, Joe, and Tony. Click the link in the description to find out more. Synchronizing my video. Back to game, achievement statistics, options, open to LAN, disconnect. Why don't we ever open to LAN?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either, that's why I'm asking.
Because we're not on a local area network?
Yeah, that.
Okay. Just
We don't
checking.
like LAN. LAN isn't...
LAN is fun if
Not
you're,
open to
like,
LAN.
in the same room.
Yeah, that's like a, yeah, we used to, connect everything with cords and then...
LAN party. Some of my best memories are LAN parties.
Dirt block.
Kind of preferable to pool party myself, but I guess you can have your boring parties on the land if you want to.
LAN.
I have
I
my
don't care how they
parties through
pronounce it in
cyberspace.
New York, Joe. It still sounds boring.
Oh, look, there's a chicken with purple pants on. And a gold top.
By the way, that reminds me of how happy I was to see that the zombie was still alive.
Yep, the gopher, inside the gopher.
The gopher zombie.
Yep, still there.
Still has your shovel.
I like that you acknowledge it was your shovel, too.
I mean, at this point, there's no point in
I don't
fighting
know. At
it.
this point, it's also something we said we're just sticking to the complete
narrative?
farce you've been going with. Yes.
I was
All
just
this
being
dirt here.
sarcastic all that time, Joe.
Underwater. What is this?
You got all
Why-
mad at me for being sarcastic about not remembering something.
I don't think this was the smartest method of doing what I'm trying to do.
What are you doing?
Well, there's all this sweet, sweet dirt, kind of close, but it's there's water involved, so I think people have been leaving it alone. And then I just did some really strange machinations to try and get it. And I'm thinking that wasn't the best way to... Oh, sand! That's what I'll use. Look at this sweet sand right here.
Delicious sand.
Sand and dirt. That's how you get...
The fun thing
water
about the sand
under
block,
control.
whenever we eventually build that, is you could just drop it from the top and watch it fill in.
Drop it from the
That's
top.
not a bad
Drop it
idea,
from the
Tony.
top. Sand, sand, sand.
And,
Ugh.
like, the people that are on the bottom level have to dodge it.
Dodge, dodge, dodge. Sand, dodge.
Dirt block. Brought to
Okay.
you by Dodge.
At least better than Chevy. Which one of these has the JD Power or whatever for the past 5 years and 8 of them?
I don't know.
It's Chevy.
Oh!
Because you totally care about JD
Wow,
Power
right?
Associates.
I don't know. Yeah, that started. Okay, in my mind, that started popping up like about 10 years ago. Maybe even a little bit less than that. Maybe like 6 or 7 years ago. Like the JD Power.
2006, you think? I say no. I say much older.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
gonna
I'm
say it's
saying
from
like
the
that's when I
60s.
first heard something about JD Power and Associates, and I was like, who the heck is JD Power and his associates, and why do they get to tell me what's good to buy, and why have I never heard of them?
It's all a conspiracy.
It's like whenever a movie gets the Human Echo stamp of approval. You know, it's
Yes.
probably got sharks in it. That's about all you're going to be able to know.
Someone's head probably blows up.
That's why I want to watch
There
Scanners.
is there's no improper rear naked jokes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Human Echo stamp of approval.
That has to be one of the weirder crossing of streams that's happened. Is the amount of rear naked choke discussions we ended up having in Dwarf Fortress. Where I was like, I don't know why like, this isn't supposed to be crossing over. Everything's mixing.
All right, I'm fighting this spider, you guys. I'm not running away.
Yes. Face your fears, Albert.
I'm just gonna charge in at everything now that I see.
Just remember, have your sword equipped.
I have a
Yes,
sword.
do
It's
not fight with
equipped.
chicken.
It's a pimpin' sword.
I really hope Richie finds you a PvP.
What?
competitive PvP thing to enter into. Oh,
There's a lot of water over here.
where are you? You by me?
I'm over here by your hazardous dirt.
Is it
Yeah.
ever not raining
Yeah.
when we're filming the dirt block?
No.
It feels like it has been raining for a long time on the dirt block.
Raining for a long time on the dirt
Where's
block.
the... Okay, let's see. G. Wells Taylor has that series where it rains all the time. Is there any other, like, Stephen King property where it's, like, always raining?
The Crow? It can't rain all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, remember the Crow?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that was the whole thing, was that it can't, like, in...
Well, okay, yes. If it's raining the entire time, that's probably going to be part of the thing you're discussing.
I'm just saying, like in the Wild Clown series, it was. It could rain all the time, and in fact it did, and that was part of the apocalypse.
Yeah,
I think I found that planet.
Does the sun come out at the end of The Crow? I don't remember, actually.
I don't think so. I found a planet on No Man's Sky that never stopped raining. I was on there for like 5 days, and it just kept raining, and it was melting my suit all the time.
Oh, was it like acid rain?
Yeah.
You gotta talk about No Man's Sky a little bit. How's that game?
I was just about to say, yeah. What? Yeah. Give me a rundown on that.
Essentially, it is not worth $60.
Yeah?
Okay.
It is very good for a while, but essentially all you can do is kind of like upgrade, scan new plants, scan animals, repeat, gather things, wish you had a bigger inventory, scan animals, scan plants.
Can you ride animals?
No.
No?
Really?
You can't ride animals, you can't really do much with them unless they try to kill you, and then you just zap them.
That's sort of, yeah, like, I kept asking, me and another friend were kept talking about, No Man's Sky, it's coming, blah, 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 it's this big world, and I kept asking, what do you do in the game? And I never got an answer to that.
You walk around,
that you just,
and you fly. The coolest thing so far is that you're trying, like, I'm trying to learn the language of these aliens, and basically you find these ruins and you get a word, and like I've collected a bunch of words for like one particular species, so I'm starting to understand whenever I talk to them. So that is pretty cool. That's probably my favorite aspect of the game so far. But
is there like a story there?
Yeah, they have like each race has all sorts of different things going on with it, like and different preferences, different ideas on what they want you to give them or do for them. Like there's this robot race that likes to make fun of how dumb humans are, and just lots of things like that.
True, we're so stupid. Humans be all like, dur, dur, dur.
We're on the dur block right now.
They were like,
the dur block.
Like one of them was trying to communicate with me, and it was like it showed me a picture of a slug, and then it showed me a picture of a moderately intelligent human, and then it showed a picture of a robot with like arrows going. It's like, where do you fit on this picture?
How could you tell it was a moderately intelligent human?
Good point.
Because it said so in the description. He had glasses and shit.
Damn straight. Glasses make you smarter. Glasses make you smarter.
That's why Al hasn't been like actually, you know, he hasn't been on top of it for a while now.
I did take my glasses off. Yeah,
that would explain a lot.
I've got I got a new pair of glasses. I got transition lenses.
Everything is satisfactual.
It's weird.
Zippity doo dah.
Zippity yay.
Zippity day. Wonderful feeling.
It sounds
wonderful
fun, but
day.
not like there's enough to do.
Yeah, I keep waiting to hear like, oh, there's going to be this sweet DLC or something like that that allows you to do more stuff, and I'm really hoping that that's the case. But I'm regretting the impulse buy because I wanted to play it so much. But I'm still having fun with it, and I like categorizing things, and I like that I am like making my way towards the center of the universe and unveiling this like bigger mystery about this Atlas thing. So there is some cool stuff there. It's just it's not quite enough variety, and there's not enough like good combat to make it worth it for me right now. And I feel like that could change, especially because they've made all the money in the world. Considering they only have like 10 developers.
No, Pokemon Go has all the money in the world. They might have shared some with No Man's Sky. Their developmental costs, I imagine, were much lower.
I'm actually not sure which would cost less because No Man's Sky only had 10 people developing on it. It was 4 people for a long time.
Yeah, but Niantic had like the
game built
people-driven thing. What do you call that? Where you're like you're user-driven.
Crowdsourcing.
Thank you. Yeah.
And they had like
but that was to
moderately intelligent humans. Albert Berg.
Put your glasses on there. It sounds a lot. Oh my god. Well, that's very far down.
The thing is, it's so pretty too. Like you just get lost in it. Like whenever I was streaming the other night, one of our people was just talking about like how the music was hypnotic and like it was just like the perfect before bed
music
thing.
Too?
Music is really good. It's very subtle. It's a game that I've been playing before bed because it actually puts me in kind of just a restful mood. That's the best part about it so far is that it's not a game that's going to make you like emotionally taxed or you're going to feel all like sometimes whenever I play like a first person shooter or something, I get all into it and I'm just like wired from it afterwards. That's
most
not
screen interactions in gaming.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Is it worth $60 more or less than Overwatch is worth $60?
Overwatch, I'm not a huge fan of
I've never played either one.
Big box like FPSs. Like I kind of get into them every once in a while, but as soon as I get online and I realize that I'm like a full 10 months of training out from being able to kill people, then I just stop like having fun with the game.
That's kind of where I'm at with Pokemon Go right now.
You know, the combat, to go back to Pokemon Go, I'm discussing now, or following Al, rather, not on Overwatch. Yes, I don't know why I did that. Sorry, I'm digging in precarious places and I have to think more on that. I should put my glasses on so I sound less
What's
stupid.
your problem with Pokemon Go, Joe?
No, it's not a problem. I actually took down a gym this morning, and I should not have been able to take down the gym. I think the combat is not as... The numbers aren't as intimidating as you think they are. Like this combat power.
And it's also not matching up like the right combination of Pokemon.
I also didn't do that very well either. The big advantage is that you get to throw in 6 Pokemon, and unless their gym is incredibly high end, like, so you can increase a gym's power.
I'm sorry. Do you think an incredibly high end gym has only 3 Pokemon, or has? There are loads of gyms that are like level 8 in my area.
What does that mean? I mean,
it means there's 8 Pokemon to beat with your 6.
Oh, really?
And you have to beat it like 6 times to take over the gym. My guess is there's a lot more turnover in your area.
I guess that's what's going on, because I had to beat 3. I mean, they were all 1200 and up, but I was able to wear them down with my 6, and eventually...
1200? Okay.
What?
I mean, you've been whining all this time about how hard your gyms were to beat, and you had 3 1200 Pokemon to beat?
What do you have in your gyms?
Like 1800 minimum.
Yeah, the gyms around here, it's like, oh, there's a 3000 level Gyarados, and it's a little bit rough.
I don't understand. Now I'm confused.
There's a lot more people.
It's bad. It's real bad.
I don't understand why that would be different unless the turnover is really keeping. I mean, the first guy was 1200. No, I'm 1200. Maybe he was 1400. I've seen 2000, 2200. I've never seen 3000, I don't think.
I don't think I've seen 3000 yet, although I kind of, again, just because I felt like I was falling so far behind, and that update kind of nerfed, like, okay, now, like, the steps don't work, like, it doesn't matter what order they're in, nothing matters, it's just crap, like, I kind of, at that point, got...
You know who that didn't affect at all?
People who didn't know how to use that?
Well, sort of. Kids is who it didn't affect. My nieces and nephews are still as gung-ho about it, and that sort of drew me back.
Well, I still, like, I still play it because I go on a lot of walks, and it's like, hey...
The walking is nice, too, yeah. Agreed there.
Might as well get the steps. Or get all those eggs hatched.
God, why am I here? Al, you should dig here. You can die. Al, this is your designated digging area.
I'm digging, this is John Jones's floating island of death now. With his dynamite somewhere inside of there.
Where are you? I want to see that.
The button that says dynamite that drops you into lava.
I don't remember where that was, though. I wasn't there for that,
It's
remember?
over here kind of towards the giant creeper.
That was the lost...
You gotta go past the, sort of the barren lands. It wasn't lost. Me and Tony were there.
Joe was lost, I said.
I guess...
Yeah.
Also, your video was lost. You started off talking about how great we're getting at compiling product from 3 different locations, and then I wasn't there, and your video was there. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, well...
I was thinking about No Man's Sky a little bit more while you guys are talking Pokemon, and there is really good space combat, though. It's a lot of fun.
Oh.
Although...
You get to upgrade your ship.
Yeah.
You get better ships.
I actually...
Can you get,
I've
like,
also seen
capital
there's
ships?
one ship, which is a little weird.
There's a lot more than one ship. You can just go and buy it off of other aliens and all that. I'm trying to...
This is sounding better and better.
I'm trying to figure out if they're going to make the combat a little better, like if you're going to have multiple missile systems and all that. But whenever you go and like side strafe a giant like flagship, it's a lot of fun.
Can you buy a flagship?
I'm not sure on that yet. I don't have enough credits, and I haven't been able to communicate that with the alien races yet. I'm like, can I procure your giant ship?
Or could you like take it over, like through diplomacy or
not
sneakiness?
Pretty sure you can't do that yet, but maybe whenever you know the alien languages more.
Can you get on the ship?
No. Well, you can get like into space stations and stuff, but you can't get like on the ship. Yet.
Okay.
Were you able to? Did you win when you strafed the ship? What happened? Did you just die?
That time I just blew up one of its cargo bays, took its crap, and went warp speed.
What happens when you die, by the way? What's like the reset process?
You
just, like go back to a save state?
You
or?
go back to a safe state and the game crashes, and you got to reload the game.
Is that by design
No,
or
that has happened every single time I've played though.
Well, with your computer.
No,
your computer
I'm on my
restarts when-
PlayStation 4.
Oh, right.
I think Tony is just Harry Dresden is the problem.
Basically, yes.
Tony's computer. I want to stop the flow of water, not improve it. Go away, water.
Interesting.
It's not going away. Oh boy.
That's actually a pretty common problem for everybody on PlayStation 4, though. It seems like a lot of people are just all of a sudden, hey, this shut down. Start it back up. But the death penalty is basically you have to go loot your corpse, get your stuff back. There isn't a huge penalty for it.
Go. Gotta get away from the water, NATO.
Wow. Nailed it.
I'm gonna use all my dirt trying to plug up this stupid. You know what? Screw it. Why am I fighting with this?
I don't know.
I can stop it at the source. There's a source blurk.
If you can find the source blurk.
A source blurk.
Let's make a water cube.
Whew.
I also think they're doing the Minecraft model where they're gonna you're gonna own the game and they're just gonna keep putting updates. Like I don't think it'll be
I don't
paid
think
DLC.
it's done
I
yet.
think it's just what?
The game just doesn't feel like it. Like they're. Yeah, you're right. Probably DLC. If they don't do some DLC, that'll be pretty disappointing. But I think they're going to keep building on the game.
Except they're not going to do the Minecraft model because Minecraft was like free at first and then it was
Minecraft
$20.
was never free.
Yeah, I paid $15 for the alpha build.
There was the free, like the server, like you could play it in your browser back in the day.
Oh, maybe, but you couldn't have a persistent world, I don't think.
Well, the world that you played in the browser was persistent.
Until you clear your cache and it all of a sudden goes bye-bye.
No, like other people would be in it.
Yeah, we had to block that at the school I was working for at the time. Because too many kids were just playing it.
And apparently, like, people would go in there and there would just be, like, nothing but giant towers of dirt, like, throughout the whole world, because, you know, everybody would just hop in and be like, oh, I'll make dirt, because, you know, it wasn't...
Yeah, idiots play around with dirt.
I don't think there was anything quite this majestic. Pretty good shot here with some trees in the foreground.
Oh, I gotta hit the photo booth. I haven't done that in ages.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be real useful right now. The time lapse is gonna be great. It's gonna be like.
I was actually thinking about that. It'd be hilarious to like put other things in to like pretend like stuff, like put a big creeper face like right up against the camera.
One of these times, just
lapse,
to make
like,
the editing harder on Al, we should add that fourth stream and just have it like show what one episode does.
Oh yeah,
like one actual time lapse of an episode.
That's not harder. That's easy. Like that'll just be like a 2-minute, fast-paced video.
Well, still, it would
of
be
like
cool.
everything. Well, you said you were going to make the editing harder on me.
I was just adding
got
more
some
work
news for you.
That is more work.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
You still have not mastered that whole.
I thought you were going to replace an episode with just a time lapse, and that would be incredibly easy.
Just saying, like, tag that at the end of a video just so people can see how much work gets done.
There's a lot of places we can record this. Okay, Sheep, I just realized how much I'm catering to your whims. Get the hell away from me. Go, go.
We were just defending the sheep and talking about how it was sad that it was we didn't have
I'm not
as many.
murdering it.
I'm not murdering it either.
What?
That
yes,
one?
you were. That's what. Wait, what do you mean just defending?
Last episode.
Yeah. I said that someone had killed them all, not that they'd never gotten away.
That was Tony.
I haven't killed them all.
There
I've
is
pushed a few of
footage.
them off the edge.
We have documented some of this build, Albert. I believe we can find
We've documented
footage.
Tony shooting me with an arrow, which he vehemently denied over and
I
over.
didn't
Like, in the
remember.
chat.
I didn't remember.
That was
I'm not.
so
did
amazing.
you? Okay, now that you've seen the video, do you remember now?
Sort of.
Because you didn't say anything. Like
I remember the lava. I just don't remember firing the arrow. I just must have
was
had like
such
a murder impulse.
it was a great shot too. And then I was like, oh, I don't know what that was. And me and Joe talked about it for like 5 minutes afterwards. And I was editing that. I was like, Tony, you bastard, you shot me and didn't say anything. And then I was like, you shot me. And you're like, what? No. And I'm like, don't play dumb. I just watched it on video. And I'm trying to figure out if you're just like going along, like playing the really long con on the denial, or if you
I think
just
he just
for
has
real don't
psychotic
remember.
breaks and then he murders people. For all you know, he was just playing around, like when he shot me in the face from like 360 no scope.
Like after watching that video, it's like that took a little more effort than like a 360 no scope.
That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was you were like sitting there. The only thing I could think of that maybe you would have not remembered was if you thought I was like a zombie.
Could have been that, but I also like I think I remember being like, this probably won't kill him.
It didn't kill me. I mean, to be fair, it did not kill me.
You did just light on fire. Whoa! Oh, I just lit on fire. I thought though that you had explained away the whole time you blew up next to the chest and didn't know what had happened. That's still an odd mystery.
Yeah, I don't have any footage of anybody doing anything hanky-panky wise with that.
There's probably a good chance that like a creeper just came up there.
I mean, that's the theory.
I mean, the world is filled with literal exploding creatures.
They're very literal.
I got
not
to
very
use
figurative creature.
You know how difficult it is to find footage of creepers exploding on YouTube?
Really?
Like, just, like, if you just want to be like, I just want a video, like a 5-second video of a creeper in front of the camera going, boom, and exploding.
Mm-hmm.
I searched on YouTube for creeper explodes, and exploding creeper for, I mean, not a real long time. We're not talking like hours and hours, but I was through several pages of search results and did not find anything.
Well, sounds like we found our niche. Let's just make one of those videos, but it's 10 hours long.
Well, well, I say I didn't find anything. I found videos of, like, there was people who built real creepers and blew them up. Like, those were in the top search results. There was, like, a guy who had a slow motion video of a creeper blowing up, but it was in Minecraft, and he just used the slow-mo guys wah, wah sound, you know, the music that they use. But I couldn't just find, like, I just want 5 seconds of a creeper blowing up. I don't want to go log in Minecraft and record it for myself, because I thought that would take longer. Turned out, no, it did not. It was weird. It was a weird thing not to be able to find, like, instantaneously. And then the sound effect, too. You know the sound effect, right? The psst, boom.
I'm aware of the sound effect.
Okay. I know. Everybody is, right?
Yes.
I was like, you know what? So I was trying to clutch something together for Oliver vs. the Asylum, because somebody makes a reference of something with creepers in one of the Asylum movies. This is before Minecraft was a thing. The movie came out. And
it's like every time
I was like, I gotta make a joke about this. So instead of having the actual footage of the creeper, I figured I'd edit in the sound effect. Took me like 5 or 6 videos to find the sound effects, because there was one that had like a weird scream edited into it, and it kept popping up.
Oh,
like,
I hate that. When the thing you don't want is the one that like has the SEO going for it, and you keep finding it over and over again.
Yeah, it's like somebody, like some guy posted that one, and like everybody else copied that. I had to go down several different copies before I found the real creeper explosion, because I couldn't. I kept thinking to myself, like, that doesn't sound right, and I've heard this a lot. Maybe somehow I've like misheard, you know, maybe in my ear it's wrong, and like that's the real game file. But finally I found it. I was like, no, this is the right one. It doesn't have that weird scream in the middle.
What weird scream in the middle?
There was this like it was like somebody edited in the Wilhelm scream in the.
I was about to ask, was it the Wilhelm scream?
Not exactly. Exactly. I'll have to like put the wrong one in so you guys can hear it, and that'll be bizarre because we're actually in Minecraft. It was amazing how much wrong information about Minecraft I was able to find.
Just looked up and saw Tony staring down at me.
Did he have his bow out?
He did.
Oh, there's a bunch of things for me to shoot. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna eat first.
You know what? This water is the pits.
Sword! 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 Hey, look at that. Okay.
It's the S word.
So I managed not to have to fight them all at the same time.
I was learning combat. Right. We're about to get a combat montage.
It's a montage.
Combat montage.
And I died. I face my fears, and my fears kill me.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Life lessons sometimes kill you. That's the trade-off.
I'll go get my stuff.
I'll help. Where are you?
I was on the dirt block, laying dirts.
Never mind.
Too far. Can't help.
I thought he was still over by the creeper.
Nope.
cloth creeper.
Well, I'm on the dirt block,
You know
so
what? I
I'll
don't
provide
think-
fire support whenever you get back.
I'm coming up the stairs right now.
I don't know that dealing with water is worth it. I keep doing it, though. Trixie
There's a
hobbits.
lot. Oh, there's some, I guess you're killing stuff up there. I saw some experience fall down on the stairs.
Yeah, there's a
You.
zombie coming right for me.
No, I got blown up. That's not, well, I guess it might be my experience.
That's what I...
There we go.
Yes. I didn't mean you
Woo!
killed something and
Look
didn't
at all
know
these
it.
stacks of dirt.
Right. 35 blocks of sand should be enough to put this away for good. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Why are you killing our water features?
Because they're blocking delicious, delicious
Blew
dirt!
my pants off.
Yeah, that'll happen.
I did get a spider eye somehow. And
Just-
an iron sword for some reason?
Centralizing them so they... Alright, listen, little guy. This
Where'd
is
I
the
get an
kiddie
iron
pool.
sword from?
He probably had it.
Who?
I know you got creepered.
Yeah, it was a skeleton
someone.
and a creeper I was fighting.
Everyone into the pool!
And I know
Mother-
that it wasn't mine because I made my own sword that was not made out of iron.
My stairs are starting, or my stairs are starting to infringe on the other stairs, so it's going to be like a little bit of a drop off here soon. It's going to get scary.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. We have to rethink the entrance. Oh my god, there are a lot of zombies.
Oh, I thought you meant on the dirt block.
Nope, they're all by me. Dirt work.
Got my steak on.
Ooh, you guys dancing! I can go and
You make me
dancing.
feel like dancing.
I'm gonna dance the night away. Yep, step
Almost
right
my
up.
birthday, you guys.
What are you doing
Right,
for
I
it?
meant to mention that.
I'm
What
gonna
are
go
you
have
doing
some
for it?
steak and have a lemon cheesecake.
A lemon cheesecake. Mm-hmm. The cream cheese type?
Yeah, I think we're using like low fat or Neufchtel something. But first of all, Neufchtel. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. If you know what I'm talking about, great. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm poorly communicating what the name of the cheese is. It's Swiss or something. Anyway, it's Swiss knockoff or cream cheese knockoff, and
It's a Swiss knockoff.
a variation of cream cheese.
You won't believe you're
which
not
is less
Swiss.
fattening.
We just
Yeah,
drilled some
exactly.
holes in it. It's actually cheddar.
And then we're gonna go to the steakhouse.
Nice.
I'm gonna have a steak. I'm gonna be 31 years old, and I won't be old again anymore because I'll be in my early 30s.
Yeah, that's a nice thing to do. I'm out of that stage, but that was a handy nomenclature trick.
It is getting more and more like, oh man, I am gonna die one of these days, aren't I?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Like it just keeps going.
I was at a
Like your body
concert
starts
thinking about
failing
that
you.
a lot. Like I'm just like chilling at Red Rocks and having this existential moment because of the song that's going on.
Yeah,
I was thinking about somebody posted. I think it was on Reddit. That it was like 35 years ago today. The first IBM PC came out.
Really? 35 seems short.
Like, but you
Is
got to
it
think
when-
PC, like personal computer. They were making computers before that.
Right, so I guess in the 70s, Apple was around, but you still got to think, like, there were people who, owning a computer would, I mean, if you're 60, like, it only in the
I'm
last
not 60.
20, I'm not saying you are, but 60's not super old, and only in the last 20 years would owning a computer have been, like, a vital sort of part of existence.
That's
Maybe
true,
even
the
not that.
Pretty
the
early
last
memory
15.
for me was the first Mac we got. I guess that's true.
Yeah, I remember we got a Windows 3.1 system, like a old 386. I played so much Chips Challenge.
Chips Challenge. You guys ever play Dark Knight? Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Really cool black and white game. It was like hand-drawn somehow. I still don't quite understand, and whoop! I threw my shovel at you! I need that back, sir!
My mom thought that
Sir.
me playing Doom was like letting the devil into our house.
Well, it was.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there were demons,
Lots of them.
like, literally in the game.
But they were
house.
Martians more than they were demons.
Well, maybe
No,
that's
they
what
were demons.
That's how I justified it. No, they're just aliens from Mars.
I remember
They just look like
there
demons.
was a game called Earth Siege 2, which I was able to get away with because all the aliens were robots.
Yeah,
parents just didn't pay attention to
that's
me.
one of the ways
I could do whatever I
that
wanted.
games have always gotten away with it. from getting
And
like
kid
mature
shows.
ratings and stuff. Oh, we're just killing robots. It's okay.
Yeah.
That game was fun though. You got to be in a mech and like run around in your mech, and then eventually, like halfway through the campaign, you got a flying machine, and that would just like blow your mind. And you were fighting other mech type alien guys walking around towards you on the moon.
Did you guys ever play like THX Attack Helicopter?
Wow.
No, I'm gonna say
Maybe? Oh, no.
It basically looked like it was made in MS Paint, but it was 3D. And I remember being so excited because I could like send a Hellfire missile at a camel and things like that. And I just remember these. I always got so mad at the game because every time you played, you had to go and do a bunch of research to figure out what the answer to the question was. Because
they had one of those-
it was one of those early anti-piracy blocks where they would just you would had to have the game guide to be able to pull it up because it was pre-internet. So it'd be like, what are the RPMs that this helicopter's engine runs at? It was all in the user manual.
You didn't have you had a pirated copy?
No, I had a normal copy, but I was 7 years old, so it was just like, I just want to play the game.
Oh.
yeah. You also end up with that was. I kind of remember that. I think a lot of times you would throw the manual away too.
Yeah, like if you lose the
that could
manual,
happen.
you're just like screwed, and you keep answering questions hoping you get a multiple choice one right.
And if you played it for long enough, you would like memorize them.
Sometimes, yeah. Did you ever guys have the wheel keys? Where it would give you like a color and a letter, and then you had to like spin the wheel that they came with it, and match up the color letter, and then read the word that revealed.
I just realized that this side of the dirt block is going to end up having stairs that go up that way for me to continue working on my end.
Yeah, we might end up needing to make a ladder eventually.
I was thinking maybe the last block to be put in would be down by the end of the stairs.
Yeah, we can
maybe
fill it in,
the
but
stairs last.
And then maybe leave one at the top so we have the big like top view of it going on.
Well, we could all stand on the obsidian bridge and put the last block in down there.
That's true.
It was just a thought I had. I'm not saying that's how it shall be done. Man, this is dirt heaven over here. Woo, dirt.
Man, I've definitely had my FOV right for the whole game.
Totally. Why do you keep futzing with that? Do you like one of them more?
It was pretty close to normal.
We're doing a build for like, I had to walk in, put signs down. That was actually really funny.
It wasn't that bad.
It was weird. People were like, I'm getting kind of dizzy. It was just there. I figured you'd want to know, but then it got to a point where like I kept trying to tell you because of the delay, you kept like not quite understanding what I was saying. You're like, fix my screen after you had said something about like you bumped your monitor or something, and then you saw me say fix your screen. You're like, no, Joe, it's okay. I only bumped it a little bit. I was like, God damn it! I went in game and wrote out on signs, Albert, new sign, fix, new sign, your new sign, point of view.
The best part was I figured it out before I saw the signs.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, I guess there's something wrong with my FOV, and then I went and looked at the signs. And it's like, yep, that's the problem. And that was the dirt block.
Yay! Dirt block, dirt block.
I actually, listen, I took you guys' advice, I'd faced my fears, and I died, but I got a lot of dirt blade. So
only once. One death is not a bad thing for you not to have.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. And stay tuned for a little cool bumper about the bonus podcast.
Bonus!
Yes. Months of work.
Podcast.
Bonus.
Bonus!
Podcast. That's not the bumper. Like, no, there's a real thing at the end. Catch y'all later.
Stop my audio.
I remember one of the weird things about the other Batman was that he didn't like mysteriously disappear while you were like looking grimly over a roof, and that like really threw off Inspector Gordon.
That I want to see. Either that or the like weird machinations that Batman has to do to make himself disappear. Like he's squished into some incredibly small box on the rooftop waiting for Gordon to leave.
Just to spend so much time figuring out ways to disappear in front of Commissioner Gordon as opposed to like solving crimes. He has like elaborate magician setups, like
literal smoke and mirrors.
Yes. I like the idea of a box, like a standard. It's like, Commissioner Gordon saw me in half. Okay, Batman. Ta-da! Okay, great. I'll go back to my office now. You disappear.